Greetings, group class students and the rest of the internet. My name is Derek, and we're going to learn how to play No Expectations by the Rolling Stones. So, this song was actually it was recorded in an open tuning. We're going to play it without doing the open tuning. That way, for those of you who have just learned how to play E, A, and D, you'll be able to play it without having to go through the process of putting your guitar into open E tuning. There is one new chord in this song. For those of you who are taking the class, it's called A major 7, and pretty simple to do. Basically, put your first finger on the first fret of the 3rd string, put your second finger on the string above it on the 2nd fret, so the second finger is on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and then your 3rd finger is on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, kind of forming a triangle shape. Now, let's talk about the strumming pattern and take a look at the tab. So we will go into screen sharing. Now, I wrote the counting up above here because for those of you who are taking the group class, we have not talked about how to count out 16th notes just yet. I did put the strumming pattern here, and for those of you that are not familiar with this kind of notation, these things that look like N's are downstrokes, these things that look like D's are upstrokes. This is the old way of doing it. In some books and magazines you may still see this, in others you will see down arrows and up arrows. For me to do down arrows and up arrows using Sibelius, I'd have to dig into the menu to find that graphic thing. It's a lot easier to use these because I can do this from the numeric keypad. Anyways, so the counting up here, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So yeah, so when you're dealing with 16th notes, your counting changes because now you're dividing the beat up into 4 parts. So a quarter note, we're going to count out 1 E and a to make sure that it actually lasts as long as 4 16th notes. This dotted 8th note, which lasts for 3/4 of a beat, you're going to count that out 2 E and. This single 16th note gets a count of just a. The 8th notes here get a count. This 8th note gets a count of 3 E, and then this one gets a count of and a. And then we've got 2 16th notes here, 4, and then E, and then finally a 8th note right here, and now, the way that you figure out the strumming, the strumming for songs that are based on 16th notes is any note that falls on a number, or that is on the beat, is going to be a downstroke. So this starts on 1, so it's a downstroke. This starts on 2, so it's also a downstroke. Anything that falls on E or is going to be an upstroke, and then anything that falls on and is going to be a downstroke. So you'll notice here that at our 2/8 notes in a pair, we go down on this one because it starts on 3, and then we go down on this one because it starts on and. You can just forget about all that if you want and just focus on the strumming down here. And now let me go ahead and play this for you. So this is an E major chord that we're playing, and you're going to strum down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Again, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. And that's the strumming pattern that you're going to use throughout this whole arrangement. So you do that for 2 measures on the E chord, and then if we go down here, you're going to do that. This is your A major 7 chord that we talked about before. It's the same rhythm, so it's the same strumming pattern. That's why I didn't put the strumming pattern in here. This symbol here is telling you to repeat the previous 2 measures. That is this one and this one. And you're going to do those 2 measures 2 more times for a total of 3 times. So you play it here and then do it 2 more times. So the strumming on A major 7 and then to E, this is going to go like this. 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. And to E. This is our 3rd time through. So you go to D in this measure, and then a regular A chord in this measure, not A major 7, and then back to E. And then this symbol right here is telling you to repeat the previous measure but do it 2 more times for a total of 3 times. Now, in the song, they sometimes do it, I think they usually do it 3 times, but sometimes they do it twice. Sometimes, I remember vaguely that they didn't do it the same number of times each time through the form. So just be aware of that and be on the lookout for that. So, starting here on this measure, I'm gonna play through all 3 of these measures and then go ahead and do that E major chord 2 more times after that. So here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. A, down, up, down, 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 up, down. E, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. One last time. Now, I'm going to go out of screen sharing and play through all of that again. There we go. So we're going to start at the very beginning of the page. If you've taken the class, you have this PDF already. If you have not taken the class, if you go to my website, there's a place where you can download it. Just follow the link in the description and the comment section. So here we go, starting off on E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, and again. Down to A major 7, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down to E, down, up, down, 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 up, down. And a second time through. At that point, you would go back to A major 7 and play through all that again. Okay, if you have any questions, comments, feel free to contact me or leave a comment in the comment section. I do try to respond to comments. Sometimes I don't see them because they go to my spam folder. If you don't hear back from me and you have something you have a question about, then feel free to go to my website, delcoguitarstudios.com, and send me a message through the contact submission form.